How many of y'all ever known someone that had a biopsy taken from them? Or have you had a biopsy taken from you? If you ever had one that was taken from you, have you ever thought to yourself, how does my doctor get my results? Well, there's no magic elves that are working for him. Actually, there is a team of scientists called histologists that help your doctor diagnose your tissue sample. My name is Gabriel Morales, and I am one of those scientists actually called histologists. The science is used is actually called histology. Histology is used by doctors to help diagnose and treat patients. I want to start off by saying, what is histology? First of all, the definition of histology, according to medterms.com, is the study and the form of tissue structures underneath the microscope. It has also been called microscopic anatomy. Histology is used as a clinical tool that your doctor uses to diagnose and treat cancer. A histology lab consists of a team of scientists called histologists that processes and prepares tissue so that doctors called pathologists can view the tissue underneath the microscope to see if there's any abnormalities in the tissue cells. Next of importance are the many duties of histology. First of all, your biopsy is taken from your doctor, and then it is put in a specimen container that looks something like this, and it is filled with formaldehyde that helps with the processing and prepares the tissue to actually fix. That helps the doctors, the pathologists in the long run, help view the tissue underneath the slide. After the biopsy is taken, it is accessioned and given an accessioning number, and then it is grossed by a gross technician. It is described to the pathologists, given the measurements of it, and then it is put in a processor, which takes about 6 to 8 hours, depending on the processor. After processing, it is given to an embedder who places the tissue in the center of a cassette so that ribbons may be cut evenly. After they are embedded and the wax is chilled, the tissue is right in the center. If any of y'all can see that. Then afterwards, it is given to a microtomist where the tissue is actually cut and placed on a water bath. There are sections that are placed on the water bath, and the slides are frosted tip with positive charge that are picked up onto the slide. After it is picked up on the slide, it is put in a tissue processor. I'm sorry, not a tissue processor. It is put in a tissue stainer. I'm sorry about that. Put in a tissue stainer, and afterwards, this is a sample of a liver biopsy that was taken. You see here, it is stained with hematoxylin and eosin. The hematoxylin is stained with the purple stained nuclear material, which the eosin is the pinkish color, and the dark red color that is stains cytoplasmic staining, or cytoplasmic granules. If you can see it, focus on the center right here, there are a little bunch of glycogen right here that are located inside the liver. So that's so much the duties of histologists. After the slides are stained, they are taken to the doctor to be diagnosed. Lastly, what does histology have to do with patients, and why is it important? According from the American Cancer Society, there are about 1.5 million cases of people having cancer just in 2010 alone, in which half a million people, will die. Just in this year alone. If histology wasn't around, every single person would die that has cancer. So that's the reason why it is very important for doctors to have histology, so that cancer is caught early. If cancer is caught early, you're more likely to survive from cancer. To summarize, my professional career was covered today, from everything from the basics of histology to even the term itself, and even why histologists are important to patients. I would even explain what the duties of histologists. The duties of the histologist may seem difficult, but it's all in the technique and the knowledge of microscopic anatomy. Histology is a small world, so there are not many of us, but if you do happen to run into one, at least you know, you now have an idea of what they do. I want to thank all of y'all for your time, and I appreciate it very much.